This is the untold story of the man who single-handedly prevented World War III. October 27, 1962. The world holds its breath. The Cuban Missile Crisis is at its peak. The United States and the Soviet Union are locked in a terrifying standoff, eyeball to eyeball. Deep beneath the surface of the Caribbean, a Soviet submarine, the B-59, is hiding. It's been cut off from Moscow for days, its crew exhausted and on edge. Above them, the U.S. Navy is dropping non-lethal depth charges, trying to force the submarine to surface. But down in the cramped, sweltering confines of the B-59, the crew doesn't know the depth charges are just signals. They think they're under attack. They believe war has already begun. The submarine's captain, Valentin Savitsky, is convinced of it. Panicked and furious, he orders the unthinkable to arm the submarine's special weapon, a torpedo tipped with a nuclear warhead. Powerful enough to obliterate an entire U.S. aircraft carrier fleet and trigger an immediate catastrophic nuclear response from the United States. According to Soviet protocol, launching this weapon required the agreement of 3 senior officers on board. The captain gave his consent. The political officer, Ivan Maslenikov, agreed. The fate of the world now rested on the decision of one man, Vasili Arkhipov. Arkhipov was the flotilla commander, equal in rank to the captain. Despite the immense pressure, the rising heat, the explosions echoing through the hull, and the frantic shouts of his comrades, Arkhipov kept a cool head. He argued against the launch. He knew the situation was ambiguous. He knew they didn't have confirmation from Moscow that war had started. Launching the torpedo would be a point of no return, not just for them, but for all of humanity. Imagine the tension in that control room. 2 men ready to start a nuclear war, and 1 man standing in their way. He reasoned. He argued. He stood his ground. He persuaded Captain Savitsky to stand down, to surface the submarine, and to await orders. When the B-59 finally surfaced amidst the American fleet, it was a moment of surreal calm after the storm. The crew realized the war hadn't started. The world had been given a second chance. Vasili Arkhipov's calm refusal, his courageous and rational decision in a moment of absolute chaos, literally saved the world from nuclear annihilation. This incredible moment was kept secret for decades. Arkhipov returned to the Soviet Union not as a hero, but as just another officer. He continued his service and passed away in 1998, his monumental act of courage largely unknown to the world he saved. It wasn't until years later, when records were declassified, that the full story came to light. Thomas Blanton, director of the U.S. National Security Archive, would later say, "The lesson from this is that a guy called Vasili Arkhipov saved the world. He's the quiet hero who stared into the abyss of nuclear war and chose peace, ensuring that we all had a future to live in." Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as we did, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more hidden histories, and share this video so more people can learn about the man who saved the world. See you next time.